to video 4 for this unit on rational number arithmetic. In this video, we're going to focus on solving with rational numbers. Rational numbers are all of the fractions and their opposites. We can write the product of two rational numbers in different ways by putting a little dot between the factors, like this, or by putting the factors next to each other, like this. We can write the quotient of two rational numbers in different ways as well, by writing the division symbol between the numbers like this, or by writing a fraction bar between the numbers like this. A variable is a letter that represents a number. When we have an algebraic expression like -8.5 divided by x, and we are given a value for the variable, we can find the value of the expression. For example, if x is 2, then the value of this expression is -4.25, because -8.5 divided by 2 equals -4.25. A solution to an equation is a number that can be used in place of the variable that makes the equation true. For example, for the equation y divided by -2 equals 5, the solution is -10. Because it is true that -10 divided by -2 equals 5. Let's solve another equation. To find the solution to the equation x plus 8 equals -5, we can add the opposite of 8 to each side. The opposite of 8 is -8. Because adding the opposite of a number is the same as subtracting that number, we can also think of it as subtracting 8 from each side. Finding a solution in this way leads to the variable on one side of the equal sign and a number on the other. The solution here is -13, because it is true that -13 plus 8 equals -5. We can use the same approach for this equation. To solve the equation 8x equals -5, we can multiply each side by the reciprocal of 8. The reciprocal of 8 is 1/8. Because multiplying by the reciprocal of a number is the same as dividing by that number, we can also think of it as dividing by 8. The solution here is -5/8. We can use the same approach for this equation. We can also use equations involving signed numbers to represent a story or answer questions about a situation. The temperature one evening was -3 degrees Celsius. The next morning it was -17 degrees. How much did the temperature change overnight? We can represent the temperature change with a variable like x and write the equation -3 plus x equals -17. The opposite of -3 is 3, so we can solve this equation by adding 3 to each side. -17 plus 3 equals -14. So we can say the change is -14 degrees Celsius. This means that the temperature dropped 14 degrees overnight. Let's look at one more example. A starfish is descending by 3/2 feet every hour. How many hours does it take the starfish to go down 6 feet? We can use h to represent the number of hours and write the equation Negative 3 halves, h, equals negative 6. The reciprocal of negative 3 halves is negative 2/3. So we can solve this equation by multiplying each side by negative 2/3. Negative 2/3 times negative 6 equals 4. So it will take the starfish 4 hours to descend 6 feet. Thank you for watching video 4 of 4 for this unit on rational number arithmetic.